The AI revolution isn't just changing how we work, it's creating the biggest wealth transfer in modern history. Microsoft just added $200 billion in market value this year through AI innovations alone.
Those numbers are staggering. And what's fascinating is how this is happening during what analysts call a late cycle environment.
You know, that term gets thrown around a lot in financial circles. Think of it like the fourth quarter of a football game. We're at the tail end of economic expansion, when things typically slow down. But AI companies are completely rewriting that playbook.
So, what makes these companies different? Why aren't they following the usual economic patterns?
Well, take Microsoft's Copilot integration across their Office tools. They've created this incredible productivity multiplier effect. It's not just about cutting costs anymore, they're generating entirely new revenue streams that didn't exist before. Their recent 8% stock jump after earnings wasn't just good news, it was a signal that AI is becoming a real profit engine.
Hmm. And then there's Nvidia, essentially becoming the backbone of this whole AI revolution. Their chips are powering everything from ChatGPT to Meta's LLAMA.
Exactly. And here's what's really interesting about NVIDIA. They've managed to create this near monopoly in AI chips. Their market share in AI specific processors is over 80%, and they're seeing profit margins that are just unprecedented in the hardware industry.
But you know what keeps me up at night? The whole question of AI and jobs. While we're seeing these incredible financial returns, what does it mean for the average worker?
Well, the data here is actually pretty surprising. According to recent studies, only about 15% of jobs are at high risk of complete automation. What's really happening is job transformation rather than elimination. Let me give you a concrete example. Yum Brands, which owns Taco Bell and Pizza Hut.
Oh, what's happening there?
So they implemented AI in their drive-thrus. And instead of replacing workers, it actually improved employee retention and customer satisfaction. The AI handles the routine parts of taking orders, letting employees focus on more meaningful customer interactions. Their employee turnover dropped by 20% in locations with AI systems.
That's such a different story than what we usually hear about AI and employment.
And here's another fascinating angle: the emergence of entirely new job categories. We're seeing roles like prompt engineers, AI trainers, and algorithm auditors. The World Economic Forum estimates AI will create 97 million new jobs by 2025.
Though we can't ignore the regulatory challenges coming up. Have you seen what's happening in Europe with AI regulations?
Oh, the regulation piece is crucial. The EU's AI Act is setting global standards, and companies are scrambling to adapt. Meta just warned investors they might see a 7% hit to ad revenue due to European privacy regulations. Microsoft is spending billions to ensure compliance.
It's like watching a high stakes chess game between innovation and regulation.
Speaking of high stakes, let's talk about this fascinating convergence of AI and cryptocurrency. WorldCoin's trying to solve the proof of human problem in an increasingly digital world, and they're already integrated with major platforms like Reddit and Shopify.
The implications for digital identity and transactions are enormous. But what should investors be thinking about in this landscape?
Well, here's what's interesting. The companies showing the strongest performance aren't just the ones talking about AI, but those building fundamental infrastructure. Microsoft's cloud AI services grew 155% year over year. Nvidia's data center revenue doubled. These aren't just impressive numbers, they're indicators of sustainable growth.
So it's about identifying companies creating real value versus those just riding the hype wave.
Exactly. And for individual investors, there's this interesting pattern emerging. The most successful portfolios are those that balance pure AI plays with companies using AI to transform traditional industries. Think healthcare companies using AI for drug discovery, or financial firms using it for risk assessment.
That makes me wonder about the practical implications for our listeners. How should they be thinking about their own careers and financial futures?
You know, that's really the key question. The data suggests that the most successful approach is what I call AI augmented expertise. Take marketing professionals who've learned to use AI for data analysis and content creation. They're seeing average salary increases of 25% compared to their peers who haven't adapted.
That's a powerful incentive to embrace these changes rather than resist them.
And here's my final thought on this. The AI revolution isn't something off in the future. It's happening right now. The companies and individuals who understand this and position themselves accordingly are the ones who will thrive. It's not about predicting the future anymore, it's about adapting to the present.
That really brings it all together, from market performance to personal career strategies.
Well, that's exactly why this moment is so fascinating. We're not just watching a new technology emerge, we're watching it reshape entire economic and social systems. And the opportunities and risks have never been clearer.